So today we are going to talk about the COPR process within Canada. So when you apply for PR within Canada and you get confirmation of your permanent residency, we'll talk more about it in detail. So as you see, like if you've not seen this video where I've talked about PR process, the timelines, I'll put the link in the card above and you can refer to that. So I'm right now talking about the eCOPR process, which comes after your PR application submission and before you receive your eCOPR. You can see right now on the screen I'm showing it. So that's the process in between. It comes within that time frame, and after that you receive your PR card. So the COPR process in Canada, it is like very short process. It comes to the end of the PR when your PR is kind of approved by the system, and then you get an email request. So I got this email request on February 23rd this year saying that okay, um, email is you have to provide some information to the service so that they can create your PR profile. So that I'll share with you how it looks like later in this video. Then I sent the response on the same day, and then they sent me back username and password for the portal next day morning. So this was like 1 day process to submit it, and then next day they sent me out. On 24th, I logged in into the portal and I uploaded the details. I'll talk about those details, what I uploaded over there. And then email confirmation was received that, okay, you have submitted it. All I did on February 24th. On March 1st, I received email confirmation that you can download eCOPR. It is ready for download. And on March 1st, again, I logged in the portal and downloaded the eCOPR, printed it for my personal use. And also I got a congratulations mail from IRCC saying congratulations, you're now permanent resident of Canada. So basically you become permanent resident the day you receive your eCOPR. So I'll go in detail in this process, but I just want to show you that it is right here in the timeline process that we talked about. So going further on the email request section, so what all they ask from you when you basically get email from them saying, okay, now it's the time, we'll create your profile. So you don't create your profile, they create your profile. So, and you provide certain details, and they get if you are approved by express entry pool, like by your application in IRCC portal, then only you get email from them. So next is the email request that you see here. These are the details that they ask from you. So what is your name, what is your UCI, what is email, if it is like for whole family, like 2-3 people applying together, or you know, like 2 people like spouse is applying with you, then the primary applicant puts their email address, and then original entry date to Canada. It can be like if you enter as a student, then you'll put whenever you came, not after, as your entry date. Date of last time you entered, so maybe you took a trip in between, so what is the last time you entered in Canada. Location where you last entered, so they're not asking for first entered but last entered. And then are you currently inside Canada? This question is very important. And if you're not inside Canada, then what is your expected return date? So they want to know if you are outside for short term or for long term. If you're not not inside Canada, you have to inform them. We'll see that how they put that thing. So that will be the next thing. So also, if you have any change in your situation, because usually PR process takes a long time, like 3 to 4 months, a lot of things change in your life, so situations do change and they understand that. So for that you have to like if you got married, you got divorced, or entered in a common law union, or something happened with your spouse, they need to know this new update. And then in this event of death, if someone died in between these 3-4 months, they need to know that as well. So all these things they need to know before the process. So that is of course the end of the process, so they want to know anything that's updated, that so that they can update it in the system, and accordingly if that impacts some way your profile, that will be impacted. Next is if you're outside Canada. So what they say is if you're currently outside Canada, you cannot be landed using the PR portal. And it is important that you let us know when you're planning or returning to Canada by replying to this email. Further instructions will be sent to you. So you go in a different intersection, like a different route from here, in case you are outside Canada. So I'll make a separate video for that. So in this video we started with this, that this COPR process when you are inside Canada. So next is the permanent residency process. So okay, you sent these details, email request to them, and then they processed it and they created a username and password to you. So they sent it back to you, and then you, with that username, password, and the link they provide. So this is the link to the portal I have given here. So they provide you the link, they provide you with username and password. You put these two details and enter in this website, permanent residence portal. And in this portal, next thing that you see is confirmation cases, where you see that okay, you have your application in there. You just have to click there. So it's already created, nothing to be done. You just have to click there and go inside. Once you go inside, there are like two steps process. So step one is in Canada declaration. So you say that I declare that I'm in Canada, and this includes providing all relevant evidences and documents that the officer reasonably requires. So you submit that declaration by just clicking in here and submit declaration, and that's it. That is the first step. And second step is documents required. So documents required, they just need two things. One is your address details. So you go ahead and enter your address details in there, and that's everything. And then you have to upload your photograph. So photograph should be recent one and 6 months, what they provide in that particular dimension. You have to upload that. There's a photo requirement section in there, they'll show you. And then also if after uploading, it might tell you that this is a bit more like, you know, they test your photograph when you upload it, and then they say it might be a little bit more lighter or a little bit less lighter, or they check primary incidents, and then they tell you that if you override it, then later it might be a problem for you. So I would suggest check the instruction that is sent you after you upload it, and if required, go to different PR photo websites, upload your photo and change lighting or something that they are pointing to. If not, I know a friend who did this and her application was rejected. So rejected means they told her to upload photo again. So basically this application came back to her saying that okay, you have to upload it again. She went ahead, upload it again, and it took like 25 days more for her to get the PR. So of course it's like a month delay in the PR. She got eCOPR, so her permanent residency started, but then she didn't get the card. So basically you're not able to travel in case you have to. So that is the only thing that happens at this point, nothing more. So yeah, these are the two steps that you have to do inside the permanent residency portal, and then submit. You see submit documents down. So submit declaration and submit documents. Once you do these two, you'll get an email confirmation saying that okay, we have received it and we are processing your application. So once this is done, then you get an email whenever your eCOPR is ready. It might take 10 days, it might take 20 days. For me it took around 10 days. Like this process was like on the dates I shared with you was 23rd Feb and 24th Feb and March 1st. So around 6 to 7 days. It might take 10 days around. And then you get the email and then you open it, and they say there that please log into the portal, where they already provided you the username and password. You don't go there, and you see there that this is written eCOPR. This new section is added in the same page. And then you say download your eCOPR, you are now permanent resident, and then if anything is incorrect, then please raise it. before, while you are waiting for this, if you use this as proof of your PR status, so you can show this within the country. You cannot travel with it, but you can show it within the country and get job or any other things that is where it's relevant. And then of course you cannot do bank update with this, like banks need the physical card, but then you can do two things with it. One is your SIN update, they accept this eCOPR, and one is your medical card, they accept this in Canada. So these two things you can do. Banks do not accept this. I tried it, so they need physical card. um, and you can definitely show the client copy, sign in there, because without sign this eCOPR is not valid. So take a printout, sign, and then take it for your health card or your driving license or whatsoever in Service Ontario or Service Canada. So these two things you can do with this, and then this is how the confirmation of PR looks like. So you have your details, you have the personal details like eye color, place of birth, and all those. So any variance in that, you have to report it. If you're good with everything, all the details, then you have to keep it and wait for your card to come. You don't have to do anything else after like this. You just have to wait, and the card will come in the address that you gave in the last section, in documents required section. So you already gave your address, and the card will come to your address, and you'll be a happy soul after. That's what is my expectation. All right, that's it for tonight, and have a great night. If you like this video, do share and subscribe, and thank you.